Welcome to the show, everyone. Good episode today. I'm going to tell you in advance. This is one I think you're going to like. I don't know why I'm doing the thumbs up, but let's move on with it. The subject matter of today's video is on the real practical effect that rising interest rates have on you. Okay, because different people have different opinions on it. Some people go, man, once rates get to, go from 3.5 to 4, like I'm out, or whatever it is, right? So this video, I was thinking about it over the weekend and I was going, let's really look at it. Let's analyze a house and go, well, what is the impact that interest rates going from this to this to this to this, what does it actually do to your monthly payment? Because let's be honest, guys, most people are less concerned with the price of the house and very practically concerned with what does it do to my monthly living expense, because I'm used to paying $1,900 a month on rent, and I don't really care if the house is 300 grand or 500 grand, as long as the payment is within 1,900 bucks a month, for example. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at it. Here's kind of the baseline house, right? This is not a real house. This is a imaginary house that I made up, but it is $300,000. You're putting down 5%, which would mean that you are going to have some monthly private mortgage insurance, aka PMI, which is about 120 bucks a month. So when I read you out these numbers, just know that it does have PMI in it. I did my best just kind of guessing on property taxes, insurance, all that kind of stuff. But as a baseline, you'll see the practical effect that interest rates will have on your payment. So let's say you buy that $300,000 house and your interest rate is 3%. Your payment would be $1,570. And to Crispy, my editor watching this, we should clearly have a Price is Right sound effect, like a ding, ding, ding. You get where I'm going with this, everyone? Welcome to behind the scenes of how we edit our videos. So at 3%, your payment is $1,570. If interest rates go to 3.5%, which is a big jump, right? I mean, 0.5% is a decent sized jump. Your payment would go from $1,570 to $1,648. Okay, so what is that? 80 bucks? I think it's actually $78 a month, right? If we go to 4%, your payment would go from $1,648 to $1,729. If we go to 4.5%, your payment would go to $1,812, up from $1,729. And if we go all the way to 5%, your payment would go to $1,898, which would be a jump of, off the top of my head, I think that's $86. So if we just kind of look at it, right, and just take an average, each 0.5 point or 0.5% that the interest rate climbs, your payment's going up in the neighborhood of about 80 bucks on a house that costs 300 grand, right? Now, obviously the inputs for the home in terms of price and property taxes, all that kind of stuff, property taxes wouldn't matter in that case, but the price of the home, obviously that will impact these numbers. But you get a sense for it, right? Because there's a lot of people that go, man, rates went from, as a round number sake, they recently went from 3% to 4%, which is pretty close. And you go, look, the impact that had on your payment is 160 bucks a month. And let's be honest, for a lot of people, they're going 160 bucks a month. Like it matters, like everything matters, right? A quarter matters, but like, does 160 bucks a month break you? And for most people, the answer is probably going to be no. If you're in a position to buy a home in the first place, you're probably relatively fiscally responsible. So an increase in 150, 60, 70 bucks a month, probably not a huge deal, right? And so, I don't see us getting to 5%, right? Because under that scenario, hey, we went from 3 all the way up to 5%, which would be a massive climb in interest rates, right? I mean, that would be a huge bump. Your payment on that house is up, I don't know, in the neighborhood of like 350 bucks a month, which, yeah, 350 starts to matter, but I also don't see us going from 3 to 5%, on maybe 4.5. To put things in perspective, guys, because I was talking to a buddy of mine earlier who's buying a home, and we're just kind of helping him out on it. And it's like, look, a few years ago, 2017, I bought my house. My interest rate was 4.5. I had good credit. Like, I was self-employed, but like had good employment, and so it's like, look, 4.5 was a good interest rate. We got spoiled. We got spoiled with 3%. We'll probably do a follow-up video on that. But don't let the climbing interest rates fool you, because chances are they may not matter that much to you at the end of the day. Hope that was helpful. To me, it was actually kind of helpful to put it in perspective, given that I'm an agent and not a lender. Tip for anyone today on the whiskey front. So Four Roses is the place. This is a tip to any new people who are like, I would like to get into bourbon maybe, and maybe try whiskey out and everything. Cool. Four Roses is my standard. This is where I would advise you start, because it's like 22 bucks a bottle and it's good. Like, it's good. Like, it's a good bourbon, and it's like 20 bucks a bottle. So if you're ever looking for like, where's a good place to start if I was looking to dabble into the world of bourbon, standard Four Roses is what they call yellow label. This is just the standard Four Roses. And they got a small batch. They got a single barrel. They've got a small batch barrel select. That's the next one I got to get on my list that I don't have yet. But just a tip if you're looking to get into whiskey. Beyond that, subscribing to the channel helps a lot. If you need real estate help, let us know. We've got stuff linked down in the video description. Helps keep us in business if you ever want to use this for stuff. Beyond that, hope you guys are doing good. We'll see you next time.